Alex Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Okay, ready?
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Trent Sherfield, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Cousins on 1st down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Quarterbacking 101. never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it. Have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Gets by him at the 25. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the block.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Burstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Cook. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Cousins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. To throw again on second down. Tua. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 2. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Out left to Shaheen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it even.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that
Adam Shaheen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that is going to be a safety. And now out comes Minnesota. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And take it right on the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start here with Gaskin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, what a catch there by Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yellow, line, left, red.
Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.